Well, another weekend, another cheating extravaganza. You saw yesterday or Saturday where we were able to expose a hilariously obvious cheat that led to somebody cashing into the top eight, $10,000 or something like that. I heard, I'm not sure what the exact amount was. It was a lot of cash. And in the very same weekend, we had an illegal casting of Hazret in a win-in the Grand Prix, and it's pretty sad. Let's take a look. Now, if you don't know what a win-in is, it just means, like, basically, if you win, you make the top eight. Top eight's where all the money is. A lot of people asked in the previous video, too. I'll take a second to explain what an angle shoot is. An angle shoot is being a rules lawyer. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. But let me give you, I want to touch on why I think it's scummy in that case. The player waited till he was dead on board to all of a sudden have a problem with his opponent's sleeves. Now, half of you will say that this is a great play. Use that as your out to save the game. And technically, you're not wrong. But just because something's not wrong doesn't mean I can't have an issue with it and think it's kind of scummy. I think taking advantage of somebody's sleeves being a little transparent should not result in a reward for the opposing player. They should just simply have 5 minutes to re-sleeve or something like that. Or Wizards of the Coast should just be providing opaque sleeves for everyone. You should have an unlimited amount of sleeves that you can re-sleeve at any moment. Then, okay, fine. You should be able to inspect your sleeves, go grab one, replace it if you have to. But what we have here was, let's go to the footage. I actually might have two videos today, to be honest with you. We have Christian Ahlstrom and Martin Hansen. Now, this is a tough one because I think, it is my opinion, that the Christian cast this in hopes that his opponent wouldn't notice. But ultimately, the opponent should have noticed this. Martin should have noticed. What we have is a Binding of Ixalan in play that exiled a Hazoret, okay? And what that also means is you cannot cast any more Hazorets, any cards with that same name. You see it here, okay? Let's see. And even everybody in chat, actually, let's watch it, and I want to show you how everyone just knows.
That Harvey Kiran, and at some point deal with it. He can go for the Emblem Leron. Okay, I don't think we can cast that Hazoret.
Not be in play because of Ixalan's binding.
Oh, okay. This is a little bit awkward looking at this in Time Walk Magic, but of course we can't do much about that.
That, in and of itself, is a major problem. Why can't the judge on the floor, especially when you're down to round 14, okay, when you're in a win-in large money situation, why can't the judge be notified that a misplay has happened? Why do we all have to watch it happen live? It's just a bad look for everybody involved. It's a terrible look for the game because people are going to say, well, Christian is a cheater. Why would I want to play Magic? And people are going to be mad at the judge for what you're about to see.
At this time, it's an easy thing to forget because Ixalan's Binding, there's not a lot of, it's not a very common card that you see, especially in people's main deck. People usually choose to play Bubbling that Harvey Kiran. And
we need to actually go
deal with it. He can go for the Emblem Leron.
We need to go to the full video here.
We can cast that Hazoret.
We need to go to the full video and hear what the judges have to say. If we look at the chat, it is really sad. The chat notices it immediately, and this is the two premier events from the weekend. Okay, we had the SCG Con or whatever, and the Grand Prix, both in win-ins, and both had a cheat.
Okay, I don't think we can cast that Hazoret.
Not be in play because of Ixalan's binding.
Oh, okay. This is a little bit awkward looking at this in Time Walk Magic, but of course we can't.
First comment: he can't
do
cast
much
that.
About that. At
Yikes.
this time, it's an easy thing to forget because Ixalan's Binding, there's not a lot of,
Wow, is it
It's
really
not a very
bad?
common
Wow,
card that you see.
there's a
especially in
binding.
people's
This match
deck.
is a
People
disgrace to
usually
Magic.
choose to play cast out instead, and it's usually just a sideboard card. And since it usually exiles a permanent that you just forget about for the future.
Now,
Some
what happens is, honestly, Martin should know. Martin should know. But what Christian has done here, in my opinion, is try to slip it by. Right?
sometimes people have a tendency to miss its second line of text there.
There's no way Christian doesn't know.
Text right now, though.
It is definitely very relevant line of text right now. And this is going to put Martin at 1, and with that Hazret that shouldn't have been able to be cast, that's actually lethal next turn if Christian gets activated.
This costs
Very
Martin the top
unfortunate
8,
turn of events here for
by the
Martin
way.
Hansen if it ends up playing out this way.
Yeah. Well, this is what happened in this match.
This is with thousands of
With
people
the Hazret on
watching.
play, he can survive with the ability of Gideon, but this is just a lifeline that it's not going to work for forever.
So what we end up happening is the judge comes in, and
Right,
it
and
plays out. He
I
loses the
wonder if
match
they're gonna
to an
find
illegal
this out
an
now
illegal
that he gets
Hazret
second
cast.
Islam's binding,
He gets
presumably
eliminated
for the
from the
Hazret.
top 8.
Okay,
Oh,
See,
here we go.
there we go.
Martin
Now he
Hansen's
notices
now
it.
Figured out what's going on, and
Too late.
very unfortunate turn of events. Clearly, it has been a while in game turns since that second Hazret got cast. The judge now intervening as Martin Hansen asks the question as to what happens in this.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure, Tim. What does happen? There's been a lot of things that has happened. A lot of choices based on that Hazret being on the battlefield. Permanents lost, cards drawn.
I'm interested to hear what you say in the
maybe
comments
too
down
late,
below.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Karn
Do you
being
think-
activated. I'm not sure if they can rewind the situation.
I don't know. That's the other thing. Why can't you rewind it? You should be able to rewind it because what's the difference? If
gonna
you
get him out of
literally have video evidence of the board state available to you in the booth, just rewind it. It would have taken 5 minutes. Instead, somebody who didn't deserve to be in the top 8 makes it, and they both look bad. They both look bad. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think that this was an obvious cheat? Do you think it was a mistake? And what can be done to correct this going forward?